Finland is a country in northern Europe between latitude 60 and 70 degrees north and longitudes 20 and 32 degrees east. Finland is mostly flat due to previous glacial cover. A vast network of rivers and lakes was also created by the melting glaciers, and Finland's people have long used the waterways as a natural mode of transporting goods and people. Their government is a parliamentary republic, which means they elect representatives democratically, and have a prime minister and a president. Their population is extremely homogeneous, with 93% of the population being ethnic Finns, 6% being ethnic Swedes, and the rest mostly made up of Sami, Roma, and Tatar. Though late to industrialize, Finland is now a major competitor in industrial markets including metals, technology, and information. It has cold winters and fairly warm summers ranging from the extremes of -41.2 degrees Celsius and 29.1 degrees Celsius. Some of the evidence for climate change in Finland includes increased mean temperatures, duration of ice cover, and ice breakup happening earlier in the year. Variation between the northern and southern areas in Finland show differences in ice thickness, cover, and breakup. Areas in the north are still experiencing some increase in ice cover and thickness, as well as delayed breakup, while areas in the south are experiencing the opposite. This is mostly due to part of the country being inside the Arctic Circle. The current impacts of climate change in Finland include, but are not limited to, increases in average temperature by 2 degrees Celsius since the 19th century. Storms increasing in size and strength, causing much greater damages. Leaf bud burst in spring has shifted 12 days earlier since the 19th century. Some changes we expect to see in the future are increased precipitation, increased wind speed during major storms, increased sea level rise in the Gulf of Finland, decreased winter ice cover in the Baltic Sea, less pronounced seasons and a general shift towards a wet, dry climate. Finland has already made great strides to attempt to combat and adapt to climate change, some of which are better than others. They import the vast majority of the oil and coal they use and have attempted in the last couple of decades to increase use of renewable energy sources. In 2011, Finland exceeded the CO2 emissions goal set by the Kyoto Protocol by 6%. In 2002, renewable energy accounted for 38.7% of total energy consumption. Finland's goal is to become a carbon-neutral society by 2050, which is an admirable goal, but probably overly optimistic.